Hello everyone. In this video we will share some guidelines to create messages for the public. Our focus will be on 6 best practices of messaging. Number 1, create messages that are short, relevant, appealing, and organized by importance. Number 2, express empathy. Number 3, promote positive actions. Number 4, be honest about the unknown. Number 5, be clear, understandable, and culturally sensitive. And number 6, use message mapping. In the previous video, we explained the importance of considering your audience and their needs and concerns when engaging in risk communication. After you understand the different audiences you will be communicating with, you should create effective risk communication messages using established risk communication principles. These are principles that research and experience have shown to do 2 things. First, increase the likelihood that people will understand your information about the health threat, such as COVID-19. And second, follow your public health recommendations to prevent or reduce the risk of harm, such as getting a vaccine. Let's look at the 6 best practices of messaging that will help you create appropriate messages. Number 1, create messages that are short, relevant, appealing, and organized by importance. First, initial communications you share should be short, relevant, appealing, and actionable. It should provide the most important information audiences need to know, including information about what is happening or what could happen in the future. Number 2, express empathy. Second, messages will be most effective if you express empathy. This means showing concern for those who are affected by the health threat. In the context of a COVID-19 vaccine message, it makes sense to empathize with the struggles the people have faced since the start of the pandemic. It can be helpful to use stories or powerful images to evoke desired emotions in audiences. For instance, a single story about a hospitalized child is oftentimes more powerful than pages of statistics showing hospitalizations among kids. That single story is generally more effective at motivating people to getting themselves and their families vaccinated. Number 3, promote positive actions. Third, messages should promote specific positive actions. These are actions that people can realistically take to protect their health and that of family members. You should also talk about the benefits of taking that action. Whenever possible, use positive messages such as get both doses of the same vaccine type instead of negative ones like do not mix vaccine types. People who are anxious or afraid can easily overlook words like no and not. Also, telling someone not to do something can leave them unsure of what to actually do. Number 4, be honest about the unknown. Fourth, be honest and include information about what is not yet known about risks, events, and the effectiveness of public health recommendations and actions. Doing this strengthens your credibility and trust. Number 5, be clear, understandable, and culturally sensitive. Fifth, you must use clear, understandable, and culturally sensitive language when telling people what to do and why they should do it. These messages should also speak to your audience's life and interests. For example, people who worry about the pandemic's impact on the economy will benefit more from hearing about how the vaccine can bring business life back to normal. And those who don't want to wear masks should be told about how vaccination rates are tied to mask mandates. Number 6, use message mapping. Sixth, it can be helpful to use a writing approach called message mapping. It's a risk communication exercise that helps organize complex information, making it easier to communicate. It involves developing a key message with 2 to 3 supporting arguments. Typically, you should have no more than 3 to 5 short sentences. The approach is based on research showing that front page media and broadcast stories typically communicate messages in less than 9 seconds for broadcast media or 27 words for print. Message maps can be used to provide context for the issue being mapped. For example, your goal may be to make people more comfortable with the idea of getting vaccinated. Your key point may say, your decision to get or not get vaccinated affects not only your health, but the health of everyone around you. Your first supporting argument could be, we now have COVID-19 variants, and they are spread by those who are unvaccinated. Your second supporting argument could say, these variants are extremely contagious. Your third supporting argument could be, some people cannot get vaccinated due to health conditions. To protect these vulnerable groups, get vaccinated. While a quick example, this illustrates how to craft clear and concise messages that support a larger argument and goal. In summary, this video provided a set of 6 best practices for message creation. To learn more, please continue to tune into our Communicating About COVID-19 Vaccine Safety videos series.